I asked AI to make Star Wars concept art and it did not disappoint. Welcome back. This is Will with the Padawan Pops YouTube channel, and since it's kind of a slow time for Star Wars, I thought I would play around with AI and see what type of concept art it would make for some of our favorite Star Wars characters. So let's hop in. I started off with one of everyone's favorite what ifs, and that was a Sith Luke Skywalker, and I did two of these. They look really cool. So first of all, we see all this Sith lightning coming from an older bearded Luke. The red lightsaber, I really like how this one turned out, and this could be one that maybe turns out to be like a cell phone wallpaper or something for me because it does look so cool. The second one, Luke looks like a little bit younger in the face, but he's got one of the crossguard lightsabers like Kylo Ren, but they kept with the lightning going everywhere, and I really like that look. It's super dark. Love the red and the black on Luke's face. These are really awesome images. One thing I would love to see is if Disney Plus did like an animated what if similar to Marvel, and we got like a what if Luke joined Vader. Let me know in the comments if that's something you would be interested in as well. Next up, a Sith Ahsoka. Ahsoka is kind of the hot thing in Star Wars right now. It's our most recent Star Wars content that we've gotten. And so I thought a Sith Ahsoka would be pretty cool to see. And again, did not disappoint. We have the red Sith kyber crystals floating around her, the red saber. She's wearing a black outfit. This is pretty cool. And I think this would also be an interesting story maybe for Star Wars to explore of what if Ahsoka ended up following Anakin as he turns into Vader. Now, this one cracked me up. This is an older Anakin if he did not fall to the dark side. And for whatever reason, this AI was like obsessed with butterflies when it came to Anakin. So classic Jedi robes, white hair, beard, what you would expect out of an old Jedi master. But man, did they put butterflies everywhere. Because of all these butterflies, I thought maybe I'll run another one just to see if like they'll leave it alone. They did not leave it alone. This one's a little bit better, but still there's a few butterflies floating around in this one too. It's still a cool concept art. This is kind of like a mix between Anakin and old Luke that we see in the sequel trilogy. If you can kind of get the butterflies out of the picture, I think this is a pretty cool concept art as well. This one was kind of strange, kind of creepy, kind of cool all at the same time. This is a Jedi Knight Grogu. Aged him up, and I'm not sure what to think. It's almost like Piccolo from Dragon Ball Z mixed with Grogu mixed with a Ninja Turtle. It's quite an interesting combination here. As you can see, he's pretty toned. He's got the Jedi robes on, the green lightsaber that I believe we expect Grogu will have one day. It would be weird to see a Yoda species without a green lightsaber. So not a bad picture here. And then also kind of in the background, you see those sculptures behind him. It's a neat picture. Continuing along the Ahsoka concept art what ifs is a dark side Sabine Wren. Now, Mandalorian armor and the long hair. Otherwise, this could just be any dark side Mandalorian user. So not anything super specific to Sabine, I guess. I think it would be cooler if it still had the different paint on the helmet and maybe you could tell if the hair was different colors. But dual wielding dark side Mandalorian, that's always going to be a pretty cool picture as well. And I think maybe this is something we could actually see down the line. Sabine kind of being tempted by the dark side going forward. If she's going to be the next Padawan in this story, most Padawans end up tempted by the dark side. So maybe we see something not quite this far, but the idea in Star Wars content going forward. Now, this one was really cool. I'm not sure if you're going to notice the mouse in the picture right off the bat. I did not notice it for a while, but this is a Jedi Master Leia. Regal attire, the hair fixed up, green lightsaber. But why is she holding a mouse in her left hand? Now, I looked at this picture probably a dozen times before I even noticed the mouse in the picture. I have no clue where this is coming from. Maybe there's some history between Leia and a mouse in the extended universe that I have no clue about. Drop that in the comments if you have any clue why she is holding a mouse in this concept art. Now this one was interesting. This is a Sith Leia. So Sith Leia, obviously very dark looking, still regal attire, red lightsaber blade, but why the Darth Vader helmet? I'm not really sure about that one. So we've got the decorative kind of headdress, which would almost be a Padme callback as well, but then it's still a Darth Vader helmet, which was life support more so than fashion. So interesting that they just threw a Vader helmet on it, also with those control panels on her midsection there. You know, if there was a dark side Leia, I'm not sure that this is how it would turn out, but still really cool picture, almost like, you know, she's standing on Exegol there with the ground and stuff. Yeah, these images have turned out pretty wild. Now, this is the last one I'm going to show you next, but before we get to that, please don't forget to like this video and subscribe for daily Star Wars content. Now, this last one is by far my favorite, and it is a dark side Anakin and Padme. So if Anakin had not turned into cybernetic Vader and Padme decided to join him and rule the galaxy like he proposes in episode 3, that is this image, and I think this is the one that they did best with. It's the cool, like the Sith necklaces, the throne that they're sitting on. It's got the Imperial logo on it behind them. Almost kind of like the Ralph McQuarrie sketch with Palpatine's throne. It's kind of spiky around the sides. This one is by far my favorite, and if I were to have a what if in animated Star Wars, this would also make my list. An Anakin that is Vader, but not in the suit, and Padme joining him. They both have like the red Sith-looking eyes here. Like, what a cool picture. So drop in the comments what your favorite Star Wars AI concept art is, and let me know if there's any more that you would like for me to make and share in a video like this. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and check out one of these videos next.